Unraveling the creation of the world, the epic story, in Genesis 1. The beginning God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and there was darkness over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God made separation between light and darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let there be separation between waters and waters." And God made the expanse, and made a separation between the waters that were under the expanse and the waters that were over the expanse, and so it was. And God called the expanse of heaven, and there was evening and morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered into one place, and the dry portion appears," and so it was. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas, and God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth green grass, a herb yielding seed, a fruit tree yielding fruit after its kind, whose seed is in it upon the earth," and so it was. And the earth brought forth grass yielding seed according to its kind, and the fruit tree whose seed is in it according to its kind, and God saw that it was good. And it was evening and morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for determined times and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens, to lighten the earth," and so it was. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and made the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, and to govern the day and the night, and to separate the light from the darkness, and God saw that it was good. And it was evening and morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the living soul of reptiles, and let birds fly over the expanse of the heavens." And God created great whales, and every living thing that creeps, which the waters brought forth abundantly, after their kinds, and every winged bird after its kind, and God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and the birds multiply on the earth." And it was evening and morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after its kind, cattle, and creeping things, and beasts of the earth, after their kind," and so it was. And God made the beast of the earth according to its kind, and the cattle according to its kind, and everything that creeps on the earth according to its kind, and God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." And God created man in his image, in the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb yielding seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in which there is fruit that yields seed, shall be to you for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the air, and to every creeping thing on the earth, in which there is a living soul, every green herb shall be for food," and so it was. And God saw everything that he had made, and, behold, it was very good, and there was evening and morning, the sixth day. Reflection. The first chapter of the book of Genesis is a fundamental text in the Judeo-Christian tradition. It presents a powerful and poetic narrative of God's creation of the world in 6 days. This text has been the subject of reflection and interpretation over the centuries, and even today it continues to inspire many people in their search for meaning and purpose in life. One of the most remarkable things about Genesis 1 is its central message that the world and everything in it was created by God and that everything is good. This message is an affirmation of the goodness and beauty of creation, which is often obscured by the pain, suffering and injustice we see around us. Genesis 1 reminds us that despite these things, God's creation is fundamentally good and deserves to be cherished and cared for. Another important message in Genesis 1 is the idea that mankind was created in the image of God. This means that each person has intrinsic worth and dignity, regardless of their race, gender, social class, or any other characteristic. This idea is a powerful reminder that all people are equally valuable and that we should treat them with respect and fairness. Furthermore, Genesis 1 also reminds us of our responsibility as human beings to care for God's creation. We are called to be faithful stewards of the world and to care for it wisely and responsibly, preserving it for future generations. It challenges us to act ethically and consciously towards the environment and other people, and to work to create a more just and sustainable world. In summary, Genesis 1 is an inspiring and deeply meaningful creation story. She invites us to reflect on the meaning and purpose of life, to value God's creation, to treat all people with respect and dignity, and to care for the world responsibly and wisely.